essentially sparring and training in the
I
gym
never lose.
is like reading a
I
book.
learn. That's what you have to do. You don't lose, you learn.
Yeah, it's all like reading a book. There's a process you have to go through. It's
So,
not any ups and downs. Well, there's going to be ups and downs.
perfect example. Brandon Moreno and Figueiredo. Moreno lost the first one in a close one. Moreno went back and said, okay, I'm going to make a few adjustments. We're going to do this, this, and that. What happened this time? He got the W
Submitted
this
him.
time. He
He
won
got the
this
W.
time. So, in other words, he learned from his first loss, learned, thrived, and overcame his dream and won
Yeah.
the beat a champion and won a belt. First Mexican-born champion. Fuck yes, dude. First Mexican-born champion, babyface assassin, whatever. He's really good. He's got potential. He's got it all. Literally, this
Yeah.
guy can go places. For real. I believe this guy. He just because he has babyface, don't take him lightly.
I bet his next.
not
I
take this
bet
guy
his
lightly.
first title defense will take place in Mexico.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
that'd be really honorable.
That would be
and
pretty
cool.
badass. I think that would only be the second UFC event to take place in Mexico. The first one was Yair Rodriguez versus Jeremy Stevens.
That'd be really honorable and cool. If he
that
did
would be cool.
That would be pretty dope. That would be like Israel Adesanya said he wants his next fight in Auckland, New Zealand, his hometown, and I think
Hell
that's
yeah.
really dope too against Robert Whittaker too. So like if Robert Whittaker were to win again, he would have learned from the first fight against Izzy. Even though I don't think that's gonna happen, I think Izzy's gonna top him over. I mean, he's gonna edge him again in their second fight. But I mean,
I don't think. Yeah,
I think he's gonna do a lot better than their first fight. Like Martin Vettori did a pretty good job,
but he still lost.
Other than putting his shorts on backwards and no one telling this dumbass about it. But it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? No one, I guess everyone you're a joke. Like literally, that's why no one said anything to you. I don't know why your coaches, your training partners, your own fucking girlfriend, your goddamn mother didn't say anything to you. Like no one said shit to producers. No one said shit to this fucking idiot, and they let him take the most important picture of his most important fight of his life.
Yeah,
with his shorts backwards.
I honestly didn't like the fact how like the media treated Martin Vettori, because say what you will, I mean, if he's not like the best looking guy, is what it is. But it's like, come on, they just kind of like left Martin Vettori out to dry, and like he was just kind of being treated like something to make fun of. I wasn't really liking that part.
Yeah, the song
like
made fun of the fuck out of him. I would do it too, dude. He talking all that shit at the press conference. You're gonna eat some words, and I'm gonna have fun doing it.
Yeah,
so
true.
you can. I mean, everyone's got their own opinion. I understand, but I'm gonna do my thing, and it is what it is, and I'm definitely gonna beat your ass and laugh while I'm doing it and make fun of you, especially if I know I'm winning the fight.
Yeah,
and all you're doing is grabbing me.
Did you see Izzy? He was making fun of Martin at the end of one of the rounds. He was like starting to cry. Like,
yeah, he's doing a little crying shit. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, that was because
funny.
He did the eye poke and he took like 8 years to come off that eye poke and shit.
Oh yeah,
everyone takes like 2 seconds because they don't care. They're just like, I want to fight. I'll fight.
Or you get jabbed in the eye, or like you're like Bilal Muhammad who got jabbed in the eye by Leon Edwards.
Like literally, yeah, that was bad. But I mean, it's like still, it's not up to I mean, if he can't physically see out of his eye, bro, that's not fair advantage. I'm not gonna go into battle with fucking a helmet and with a head helmet with armor helmet and no chest. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go into a shootout with no Kevlar and just fucking a helmet on. Like literally, I'm not gonna go to a knife fight with a fucking kitchen knife. Like and just a t-shirt. Like literally, people are gonna come prepared with bigger knives, bigger guns, Kevlar helmet, all geared up.
Come out with the samurai sword.
They come prepared. Yeah, they come with the shit. So it's like they're like, big difference. But yeah, but back to the topic at hand. Goddamn.
Oh yeah, so I've been waiting so long for Izzy and Robert to get their rematch. Robert Whittaker, I feel like he's just been thrown under the rug, which is bullshit. And I'm so glad he's getting
that second shot.
I'm glad he finally is.
No one's going over Whittaker. Whittaker's getting the rematch.
Yeah, especially because he beat Jared Cannonier, he beat Darren Till, he beat Kevin Gastelum. He was supposed to fight Paulo Costa, but then Paulo Costa was sick.
What a good fight.
Yeah, no, it's like they've been like just throwing Whittaker under the rug for a while now since he lost. So I'm so happy he's getting the shot back. Like, I'm still a bigger fan of Izzy than Whittaker, but you gotta respect and love the Reaper. Like, I don't think it's gonna end the same way.
I respect him as a fighter. I don't know him as a person, as a human being. So he's
a hardcore gamer.
I'm not saying I don't respect him as a man, as a person, but I don't really know him as an individual to say that I respect Robert Whittaker. He's a nice guy. I'm going off of interviews, fights, little videos in the back. Like
he's always a chills. Like,
I don't
he's
know
like
this guy. Like so
he's always a chill, super nice dude, and he plays a lot of video games. He actually
really
streams.
Cool. So does Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno's a big ass nerd too, and he's the UFC flyweight champion of the world. So he's got some skill, but he's got some power. People are sleeping on his power, and he proved them wrong.
Yeah,
he's really good. He's the real deal, and he's here to stay. Brandon Moreno.
Max Holloway, he live streams playing Call of Duty.
Who?
Max Holloway.
Oh, Max Holloway.
Yeah, he live
the best
streams.
boxer in mixed martial arts, right? Yeah, that dude's a force to be reckoned with. And I'm sorry, anyone who you're crazy. He's the best boxer in sports history. Period. I mean, not sports history, UFC history. Period. Like he's got precise technique. He's over here hitting Calvin Kattar with shit that I've never even seen. Like literally, Calvin Kattar was on
the no look punch.
The no look punch, and then he dodged a punch while he's looking away, like talking to somebody. Like literally while he's dicing him up, while he's still punching the guy, dodging, talking, and still punching the guy at the same time. 3 things at once. Like who can do that? Like
who else can give fighting? Who else can give a fighting lesson in the midst of a fight? Between him and Brian Ortega, he literally showed Brian Ortega how to throw a punch in the middle of the fight.
He told him how to block. He told him how to block literally after every punch.
Well, no,
keep your hand up. He pulled his elbow up like he pulled his hand up like.
And he wasn't. And he wasn't throwing his hooks right as well. So Max was all like, you throw it like this. It was so hilarious. But like, who else is gonna give you tips on how to fight in the middle of a championship fight?
He's literally telling you how to like keep going because he wants to like keep you alive long. He could literally probably beat you up within seconds of that fight, but he was just being smart about it, playing his strategy and his game. That's what they do. You play your strategy, your game. If you don't, you fucking probably lose, or you just go off of muscle memory and your skill level is just peaked and you're really good at right now at this point. Yeah. But that's just all coming with confidence, heart, dedication, skill, ability, all that shit.
What do you think of Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez?
Holloway and Yair Rodriguez.
Well, that's an interesting matchup.
Considering Yair Rodriguez hasn't fought in quite a long time.
True.
Holloway has fought in way more recently. I definitely think Holloway's going to win that fight. But I also think Yair Rodriguez is definitely going to give him a run for that money.
Yeah, especially with his kicking, with his kicks.
A very dangerous individual, a very dangerous fighter, and a very dangerous person to be in the cage with. He does crazy unorthodox kicks, and
that elbow against the Korean Zombie,
like you can't even see that shit coming. Like, yeah, I didn't even see that elbow coming from him. Like, where did that elbow come? I think
just literally.
In my opinion, this is just my opinion. I don't think he meant to throw that elbow. I think he did it off of reaction.
Yeah, I think it was just a lucky elbow.
I think it was a lucky elbow, right? I think it was a lucky elbow, a knee-jerk reaction to dodge a punch, and he just flung his elbow up there. And the Korean Zombie, his head just happened to be right there, perfect spot at the right time. Right place at the right time. He got lucky with that punch. If they ran it back, I'm sure it'd be a completely different outcome. I'm almost certain of that.
I feel like Yair would still win, but yeah, it would be a different outcome. It would just be a different means.
Because he was losing that whole fight.
Yair was?
Yeah.
I thought he was winning.
Was all what we could pull it up. We could put it on this bitch. Literally, you guys can see it. Like literally, he was literally bloody and shit. He was all fucked up.
Yeah.
Korean Zombie is beating the shit out of him.
Literally, Korean Zombie was already getting beaten up too. Like he was bloodied up
hit,
too.
But he wasn't cut. He wasn't cut at all.
I saw blood on him.
All his blood was all Brian Ortega's blood.
You mean Yair Rodriguez?
Sorry. That was all Yair Rodriguez's blood. That was all his blood on him. Like literally, he was just. And then he like literally, we could watch the fight. Like literally, that shit was like he beat the shit out of that boy. Like literally, I'm sorry. He is the Korean Zombie, and no other person can take that name from him. He is literally coming at you, getting hit, fucking you up while he's getting hit with your best shots.
He doesn't blink.
Doesn't barely blink. I mean,
no,
shit.
Like he legit did an interview. The freaking
can't blink.
The Korean Zombie, he doesn't blink during the fight. Like he said, he purposely doesn't blink. Period. Because then he said that it's when you blink that you miss the biggest shots.
You missed the biggest shots, or you missed a shot coming at you. One of the two. It's always
like,
the shot
how
you
can
see.
You not blink in the middle of a fight?
It's always the shot that you don't see coming that puts you down. That is a phrase. Like it's always the shot you don't see coming that puts you down. So it may be a blink. It may be a blink, millisecond, second. Doesn't matter. It literally could happen like that. That's the knockouts happen quick all the time.
That's how Jake took out Ben. It was just because caught him that one.
Like people just literally just oh shit, fuck. Like they just they get out of their chairs and they're like, what the fuck happened? Like they're like blown away because that knockout happened unexpectedly real quick and in a crazy fashion. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just like nuts. Like, so it's like no one expects that. So that's why people stand up, get out of their chairs, flip their shit. It's an interesting knockout and it was unexpected. That's just the way I look at it, in my opinion. But it's like this shit's crazy. Fight game's crazy. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
You should be prepared for anything.